Guys, welcome back to Six Cars. Welcome to Florida, specifically Palm Beach for the Cavallino Classic, one of the world's, if not the best, Ferrari event in the world. As you can see behind me, it's bright and early. It's still very, very dark out, but the leaps are already here. There's so many incredible Ferraris in this parking lot. Before the event starts, we're gonna have a look through this lot and check out all the cool cars there are. I've already spotted some real beauties, so I think you guys are gonna enjoy this. Be sure to hit subscribe, like, comment, and share. Let's get at it.
And at the lot, we've got the F40. I gotta say, all the cars do look pretty cool under the rain. Some of them are protected with the bags, like this Argento Nürburgring Enzo, which is pretty wild to see that just sitting here in the parking lot beside a 288 GTO and a Testarossa. Here's some cars coming in on the main road over there as well, but we've got to check this parking lot first. Of course, another F40 under a bag. Throwback to Car Week, cars in bags. A lot of people do that to keep the dust off their cars. In this instance, they're doing it in the rain. Here's something that's very out of place, but very cool. 40th Anniversary Edition Murcielago. Of course, this color, I'm blanking on the actual official name of it, but it is only available on the 40th Anniversary Edition Mercies, and I believe this car also had its own special exhaust system too. Beautiful color on this 509, sort of like almost like a silverish blue. Very nice, F512M. We've got a Daytona there, and as you can see, it just goes on and on. We've got the Breakers Hotel up there where the main event is hosted, but it's just Ferraris as far as the eye can see. It is just amazing to look at. There's a black F512M. I know I already mentioned this, but the cars do look really, really good under the rain, so you gotta look on the bright side of things. It is a little wet, but does provide a different setting for us. There's the launch spec yellow F12 TDF, partially covered by the bag. Just keeps going and going. It's a white F512M. I do not believe I've seen one of these in white before. That is very, very good looking. Got a silver 599 GTO over here with appears to be black stripes, sort of in the dark, but does look pretty good. Let's actually see here. Yeah, it looks like a black stripe on it. Daytona Coupe in the classic red. There's another F12 TDF in the actual like Tour de France stripes. We've got an 812 competition over here. F50 under a bag. Again, we'll probably get a better look at these cars later, but the fact that we're here bright and early and we get to see these cars up close, unobstructed, is pretty damn cool, even if they are covered in bags for the most part. A couple of nice pieces on this side as well. I see a very nice 812 comp with something special beside it too. You guys, this is really, really special combo here. We've got this sort of green and silverish mixture on this 812 competition. I've never seen this color before, but it looks absolutely beautiful. And I must say, under the lights here in the dark, does really, really pop. We've got a tricolore stripe, white with a little bit of green and red accents. Some brushed gold wheels on it too. That is an incredibly unique spec. But speaking of unique, have a look at that one-of-one repainted blue F40. Of course, all the F40s were red from the factory. This is a respray, but it's the only one in blue, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Got an F512M rolling by here as well. Another one. And yeah, cars are just going to be pouring in all morning, I believe, guys. So it's going to be non-stop, and we have two 250 California Spiders over there as well. It sort of looks like they're both dark blue or black. Kind of hard to tell in the lighting. Get up close here. It does look to be black, I'm going to assume. But either way, again, just millions and millions of dollars. Another classic combo here. I think it's really all about the classics. As cool as it is to see the modern Ferrari hypercars, these events like Cavallino are really, really cool to see these vintage Ferraris that you just don't see anywhere else, like a 250 short wheelbase and a 275 GTB4 side by side. But we do have another new one here, a nice F12 TDF in this baby blue. I have to brush up on the Ferrari color codes, but the TDF stripe is really cool as well. Obviously going with the theme of the car, and there's a few more rows back there I do want to check out. You can already see the SA Aperta back there and get a bit of a glimpse of a white 812 Competizione as well. So let's head over there and check out some more Ferrari goodness. Two more special V12s. Have a bit of a helping hand here with the light behind us, so makes the cars pop just a little bit more, but another 812 competition. I'm a bit of a sucker for white cars too, so I think white on the 812 comp just pops, really shows off the different accents compared to a standard 812. But then just beside that, we've got the infamous convertible 509 GTO, otherwise known as the SA Aperta, 1 of 80. And the distinct way of telling that when it still has the roof up is just the silver outlinings along the roof and the silver side mirrors as well. And also, just notice there is a bit of a difference in the hood too. I believe the 509 GTO has 3 slits on the intakes on the hood, whereas the 599 ST Aperta has the standard 599 hood. There we go, guys. There's the ultimate prize in a bag. White LaFerrari, all white actually. You can see the roof is painted to match the body, which is pretty rare. Most LaFerraris just have a black painted roof, but this one has option for the body color painted roof, which is pretty damn cool. Again, it looks really, really good on these black wheels with the red outline just on the outskirts of the rim. That looks really good. Have a look at the back. It's kind of funny seeing these cars in the bags, I can't really lie. Definitely reminiscent of the old Car Week vibes, keeping the dust off the car or keeping the rain off. Either way, it's still really, really cool to see these things, but it'll be even better once you do get the bags off. It looks like the rain has started to die down a bit, and the sun is slowly but surely starting to come out, so we should get a better look at them very soon. This looks to be a 250 with the TDF body style, but look at it, it's like a dark forest green with the white stripes stretching across. It's a really cool, like classic look to it. I would assume it's the original factory color. Looks absolutely phenomenal. And we've got a couple more classics up there. That is a Vignale body Ferrari, pretty rare, the two-tone one. So just a good mix of everything, and definitely you can see it's a classy event going on here.
Airbnb, it's like 20 minutes.
275 Nart Spider. This might be the most valuable Ferrari we have here at Cavallino so far, in this sort of like off yellow color. I believe there's only about like 10 or 15 of these in the world. Nart standing for the North American Racing Team, so it's a very, very special car. Obviously convertible version of the 275 GTB4. That is very, very cool. White F512M, F12 TDF, 512 BBI. I've got the F40 down there, so you can see obviously this is like the key setting here with the palm trees all lining up the entrance to the breakers. I'm sure you guys all recognize this from the photos. It's quite the iconic backdrop. You got all the Ferraris lining up here for the Cavallino Classic. Second 275 Nart Spider. We're just talking about how rare these are, and we do have another one. So I would say that's about like 30 million between those two. 575 Super America. All the cars are piling in now. It's getting really busy. And as the covers are coming off, we get some really, really cool surprises. A 599XX. And this is actually almost cooler than the Evolution. A lot of guys did the Evolution kit, which had the big rear wing at the back. This is the standard 599XX, but the obviously track only supercar. Those winglets back there are just so cool. Always my favorite detail of this car. But I do see a couple of very, very cool cars coming in. We've got a matching Enzo and F50 back there in a very unique color, so we're gonna check that out right now. So I will not try and guess the color on this. It might be Rosso Scuderia or Rosso Mugello, one of those two, but either way, it's not Rosso Corsa, which is always cool to see a non-resale red painted Ferrari, especially one of the limited edition hypercars. So the Enzo is there, but it's really cool to have a matching F50 back there in the same color. I want to show you guys that right now. It does look really, really cool. Again, with the rain and the wet ground and everything, all these colors really pop very nicely. Absolutely beautiful. Another F40, because why not? Just pulling out there. See, a 250 LM has been uncovered as well. There's just so much to look at, guys. This is incredible. Okay, now the pandemonium's over. The F50, the Enzo, and the rest of the gang moved on. I'll show you guys the 250 LM. So if you look at a 296 GTB, I believe this is the car they used for the inspiration for that. You can kind of see this like swoop back window. It's a very unique design, but I believe this is the inspiration for the 296. But very, very special car. Won Le Mans, I believe it was 1963 for Ferrari, and then went on that long stretch of wins. Here's another 275. So So many moving parts going on here, guys. We've got a black Daytona Spire next to that F50. The bag is still over the silver Enzo, but I think we've got a black one has showed up now. There we go. Tucked in all the way at the back is the black Enzo. There's something about a black Enzo that's just so special, and I think the black Enzo just fits in really well here down in southern Florida. It's just such a classy look. Of course, we've got another F40 there, because why not? I've lost track of how many F40s are at this event, but the black Enzo is just so cool to see. I don't know how many were finished in black from the factory. There can't be too many, though. I could probably count them on one hand, but that is just fantastic looking. Represent, yes sir, Canadian 812 Competizione. That is a lovely, lovely spec too. Sort of like a burgundy with red. That is a very, very good looking spec. Got the thumbs up too. Wow, that is a nice looking 812 comp. Here we go. Finally, we got another LaFerrari, Rosso Corsa. To the LM. I believe this is a 166mm Beretta. Very, very old Ferrari race car worth millions, of course. Silver Enzo finally out from underneath the bag. Look at it in all its glory. I don't know if you guys prefer the dark red, the black, or the silver, but either way, you can't really go wrong. It's an Enzo, and it's just nice to see it in different colors too. That is absolutely beautiful. There's still cars pouring in here at Cavallino. This is non-stop. .488 Challenge race car. That is pretty damn cool. Not expecting to see that come bumbling down the road here at Cavallino. And there's a 16M in front of it too, by the way. Orange F8 Spider. That's pretty cool. Don't really ever see any orange Ferraris other than Rosso Dino. That's pure orange, that one. Pretty cool. There's a Mansory Stallone 812 there. Very, very Monaco-esque. There's a lot of people running around, so I'll try and get a better look at it later. And yeah, another F40, why not? Probably a little oversaturated here, but it's awesome. It's still my favorite. Never gets old. And then there is that yellow LaFerrari. Also, shout out to the Florida license plates. That's so cool. Protect the Panther. There's so many different vanity plates you can get here. Ontario's plates suck. They're really boring. Although it's fun spotting all the Ontario cars here, I wish we had some more interesting plates. There, check out the back of the Mansory Stallone 812. So we already know what Mansory's all about. Just wild, wild customization on supercars and hypercars. There's things that other companies aren't willing to do. Are they controversial? Yes. Are they interesting? Definitely. I mean, look at all this forged carbon back here. This big old wing hanging off of it. This is actually one of the more subdued Mansory cars, I would say. It still looks like an 812. Some of the other Mansory cars just straight up changes the whole appearance of the base car. But this one is actually not too shabby. I don't really mind it. And there's the front of the Mansory Stallone. Again, you can see all the forged carbon bits, completely changing the headlight casings. Gives it sort of a LaFerrari hood there. That's pretty cool. It just kind of like points inwards to the front of the bumper. And yeah, just a lot more forged carbon, even on the side intakes, the Ferrari badge, everything. So pretty interesting car.
wrapping up. Still some cars going by, but that's pretty much a wrap on Cavallino. I think you got a 250 TDF driving by us there. Epic event. Again, one of the world's best Ferrari events, if not the best in the world. Thank you guys as always for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one as much as I did. We got a lot more Miami content coming up, so make sure you're already subscribed if you aren't already. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you next time.